What's up, AFTERBUZZers? We are back with the season finale of Braxton Family Values, and tonight we're discussing money, diapers, milk, and a canceled tour. Tune in.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, yo, I been on. You been con. Bentley
Get into
on.
it.
Fendi prints on. I mean, I been on. X-Men
Only because it's the season finale.
That's it, right? That's dance right there. Hey, where you at?
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We are here with the season finale of Braxton Family Values. And it's been quite a short season, but we're about to get into all this juicy details of everything that happened today. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Richie Skye. Who else we got on the panel with us tonight?
None other than Brittney Q Hill, also known as, I guess, Ashanti's twin.
Ashanti in the building.
There
Are
you
we
go.
still sticking to that story?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else
She's
we
in the
got?
building.
Who
It's
else
your
we
boy
got?
J'Lamar. I'm here and I'm ready.
And we missing McCall Hall, so everybody give a shout out to her. But engineer, can we just one more time rock out to this song? Cause
Just
this
for
is our
McCall
last
Hall.
night.
For
Yeah,
McCall.
just for McCall one time. Can we turn that back up?
Hey.
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 Is we twerking in the scene?
Hey.
This how you end the season.
Look at him.
It's okay. He can rock that stuff.
All right, y'all. So tonight, we're gonna get into this thug wedding. We're gonna get into the Mindy sessions. We're gonna get into this baby shower and be more, and then we're gonna talk about Mr. Cliff Jones' visit to Toni Braxton to find out that she's been kicked off this tour. So let's dive into it. What did you guys think of this episode?
The shade of it all, that kind of like, I mean, we knew already that she was kicked off the tour, but just to see how it kind of happened and how she had to find out, I mean, your own sisters, aren't you rocking?
If I had sisters, did me like that, we wouldn't be talking.
My sister would.
If my brothers, if y'all watching, if y'all ever do me like that, done. At least for the day.
Right. I mean, in my mind, it's kind of like, I expect everybody in my life to be ride or die. I
Right.
do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have like real superficial relationships.
Exactly.
So when somebody asks, when they do something like that, that feels very cutthroat to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Especially
And if
your
you
own
ain't feeling
siblings.
me, right? If you ain't feeling me on the tour, if my voice shaking, cracking, I'm
what?
off key or whatever,
Well, you
call
ain't
me
wearing
up.
no yellow tonight, so I'm afraid you're going to have to.
Right, so me and Richie gonna
Cause
be
y'all
right
left
here
me
talking.
off the email. Got me over here feeling
You're
like
just like Tracy.
I
We
feel
done
like
left you off the
Tracy.
tour.
Yes, we gonna call you Tracy for the rest of the night. Hey, Tracy.
I'm a grandmother now. I'm a grandmother now.
A duchess.
The Duchess.
So we're gonna get into that in a minute, Ashanti and Tracy. But first, I just want to discuss this whole. I've discovered a new game tonight that I'll be playing this weekend, hopefully, or if not this weekend, some weekend in the future, involving champagne and the baby bottles.
That was kind of cool.
I call it the nipple drip.
Come on, nipple
I
drip.
wrote champagne nipples.
Nipple
I
drip.
like nipple drip, but I mean,
Champagne nipple.
that's too much.
Let me tell
right
you,
there.
for anybody out there who is watching this show or is listening to us on the podcast version, if you didn't see the episode, they played a fun little game for a baby shower game, where basically they were sucking champagne from a baby bottle.
They were doing what now?
Sucking champagne from a baby bottle. And in my mind, this seemed like the most fun thing to do.
Y'all ain't never been to a baby shower like that?
No.
Okay, I'm from the hood, so that's why
I
I played at the
can't
baby
even
shower.
recall
Yeah, I
a
have.
baby shower I've been to.
But
so,
mine was apple juice. It wasn't champagne, so
Ours
that's
were,
not fun.
No, ours were shots, like shots of
Oh.
Patron and stuff like that. But I grew up in the hood, so that's what we did.
Okay.
That's how you, that's how you get the
At a
young
baby
people to
shower?
come to the baby showers.
True.
It's like, oh, you got liquor?
True.
I
Right,
mean,
right.
was it just like a shot, or was you just pouring the tequila
It was,
in the...
heavy pour.
Oh my
that-
God.
I cannot.
The heavier the
Let me
nipple, the
tell you,
better.
this sounds like a fun party game to me, so I
You gonna
should
play
have
in
bought
it?
some baby bottles tonight.
Oh
That
my
would have
God.
been
I
funny.
definitely should.
That would have been funny.
Ooh, next season, next
Next season.
season.
Yeah, we're gonna hold you to it.
We're gonna play nipple drip.
Nipple drip. Everybody's gonna be playing nipple drip.
Nipple drip. Not with that voice, Richie.
Too much.
I have no sense. Anyway, let's move on to this thug wedding. So Towanda, Toni, and Tamar get together to kind of meet baby shower plant. I'm sorry.
Bridal
I'm like, I feel like I've been drinking off the nipple.
Straight from the nipple, huh?
To talk about, I'm still off. What is wrong with me tonight? Wedding planners. So I don't know if you guys watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but that's where I knew Kevin Lee from when he entered the building.
Because
So
Vanderpump. He does all Vanderpump events.
he does. So I was kind of shocked that they were actually not. They didn't choose him because he does a lot of major events.
I enjoy. Kevin Lee did. I think Lisa, like all Lisa's birthdays. I love Kevin Lee. I love his energy. I love his extraness. He gives me life.
Yeah.
He is. He's crazy, but he gets the event together.
But can you see Kevin Lee? I wish we had a side by
Doing a
side
thug
doing a
wedding.
Birdman, Cash Money, 2000s.
I can't.
But you know what though? It's like, come on now. Like, just because it's Birdman, he gonna have to show up in a suit. He gonna have to pull it together. This ain't gonna be no.
Yeah,
This can't be a hood cookout.
It's probably gonna be ghetto fabulous.
But can you see him taking orders from Kevin Lee?
oh,
You
right.
know, I
Come
mean,
on now.
the groom is not really taking orders from the wedding planner.
Yes, you are. You
The
better be
wedding
in that
planner
spot.
is coordinating.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
by
having
the-
an assistant.
Yeah, and by the time of the
Nah.
wedding, it's just gonna be like getting your positions and
Right.
stuff.
Because he
No.
doesn't even want to be there for the cake
You don't even
tasting.
want to taste no cake though.
I feel like they need a wedding planner that knows how to roll up. And knows how to like pour shots, and they need somebody like fun and full of energy.
Well, I felt like Alex might have known how to roll up. She came in rocking her leather.
Honey, ready. I felt like she had one in her pocket. She had one right in her pocket. Just in case
Mind
Toni
you, I have
asked.
no idea what roll up means.
Yeah.
Let's talk about who they did
Side-eye.
choose. They chose Mindy Weiss, who is a celebrity wedding planner. So
Yeah.
She's dope.
I guess you can't go wrong there. I was not familiar with her. Is she on some show that I might not know of?
You know, I recognized her. I thought, from what I remember, I think she's been on a couple of reality shows doing others.
I've seen her in a magazine. I don't know if it was US Weekly or People Magazine. That's where I seen her at. I'm not sure whose event that she did, but
So she's
popular. too, though.
she's
She's
popular.
popping and popular.
But she's more Tony's, to me, more Tony speed.
I
Right.
would think so.
Yeah.
okay. So we're all in agreement that they made
Yeah.
the right
And
choice.
then she said that she's gonna bring some macaroni and cheese.
You know what's funny though? Like I feel like it's always a way to class up, food items.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, you could put the macaroni and cheese in those little dishes
And
with a
the
little
shot
fork.
glasses.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
could do that.
Little Dixie cups and stuff.
Dixie cups.
Put a macaroni and cheese Dixie cup.
Fired. I would never.
The clear
Dixie
Dixie cups. The clear Dixie cups.
You will not have no Dixie cups at my wedding.
You won't even know they Dixie cups. They look like the little Dixie cups. Put them on the tray, pass them out. People
Fired.
drunk. They
I
don't
would
care what
never
serve
hire
it.
him for my wedding.
If you want me to plan your wedding, go to
www.hoodcookouts.com.
Straight up.
I will have all the nipple drips you want.
Birdman would hire him.
Well, at least they will have chicken and waffles.
Yes.
So they did choose Mindy Weiss, and she is well known throughout the industry. But you know who else is well known throughout the industry? Y'all know who else is well known? Maria Menounos.
That's right. Let's go ahead and
yeah,
talk
she
about it.
is.
So, if you guys want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life, well, for those of you who do, we've got the perfect podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos. Podcast edition is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life.
I need that.
From health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more, let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. For free.
Free.
Free 99.
Be sure to rate and comment, and when you do, let Maria know it was us who sent you there. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition. Check it out.
Check it out. I need a big sister.
You know, if you guys are like me too, you can always give advice to all your friends, but when it comes to yourself, you can't help
I
yourself
know.
at all.
Yeah.
This is where this comes into play.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I agree
gosh.
100%.
I need to listen to that tomorrow. You know who apparently doesn't need to listen to that at this point in time because she seems like she has a clear head is Miss E, and because she doesn't care if Miss Wanda comes to this baby shower or not. Y'all think she meant that?
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I don't really think she meant that.
Sis mad. 30 years later, still mad.
Because y'all saw how she was watching the door right before Pops came in.
I
He was
wrote down Evelyn's face.
Yeah, right? She was watching.
Well, even when she told Traci, like, no, you know, I don't mind. That was like a try me if you want to.
I mean, because you know, we've all been in that position where you got to act like you ain't phased by your ex-boo. You got to keep the poker face on when really, you know.
Oh, yeah. Then you go in the car and flip out.
You really want to run out the building.
Right, yes, exactly. But you got to keep that game face on. Yeah.
And I make my exit 5 minutes later.
Nah, I stick around. I like that.
Yeah, I want my ex to see
carry
me.
on like that.
Let me
I like
remind
that
you
type
what
of
you're
carry
missing
on.
out on.
No, because I know myself and I have a tendency to act out uncontrollably. So I
you're
don't do
that one.
I'm that
Well,
one.
I'm a little bit more tactful. I'll send you guys some drinks.
Oh, no.
On me. Hey,
I'm going to get some more drinks.
Send them a nipple drip.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. They're not going to let that die down.
Never.
Trip.
Y'all gonna see that on my Instagram this weekend. Watch. What did y'all think about this meeting with Toni and Mindy and Towanda, wherein Birdman really didn't want to have anything to do with the food or tasting anything? Like, what y'all think? What y'all make of that whole situation?
I mean, I feel like that's common. Most men seem like they don't really want to be too hands-on with the wedding. But I mean, I feel like if his fiance is saying, I want you there, then he definitely should have obliged.
I would disagree. I would think that men don't want to take part in the like small decisions like flowers, decor. But most men want to partake in the food aspect, the food and beverage. Like most men want to say, okay, I want a full bar. Boom, that's all I want. Okay, or I want fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, greens, black-eyed peas, cornbread, which I think Birdman wants. We hear Birdman, right? Invite me to the wedding. But I feel like, you know, that he would have wanted to take part in that at least.
I guess here's my thing. You know, I would probably be of that same persuasion. Like, okay, these are food items I want, but I really don't feel like going to these meetings.
You want to taste that?
Hold on, let me. You know, I'm always about food. Okay.
Yeah, you
Like,
two cupcakes when we walked in here.
What I want y'all to know is
the way to a man's heart.
is through my stomach.
That's right.
But like I said, if my schedule was just such that I really didn't have time to do it, if you know you calling me and saying I want you to be there, then I'm gonna be there. That's just how it is.
And you know, it wasn't so much him not wanting to be there; it was his delivery. He was like, "No,
Right.
just cut."
That was what was like.
She didn't even have a response for that.
To me, like the wedding, the way we work together during the wedding process, to me will like signify how our marriage will be.
Ooh.
And I don't want to take on this full responsibility of the wedding, because in my head I'm thinking like then I'll take on 100% of the responsibilities for the marriage.
Good. That's a good point.
Yeah, so in my eyes, you telling me no to come taste some food,
Right.
Like your money isn't to me. Your money isn't enough.
Right.
Like I need more. I need
Right. Because really, at the end of the day, it's not about the cake tasting. It's about me telling you I need you or want you somewhere.
That's what I was
that's what it
getting.
is.
You know,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
what it's
Like,
about.
If you say that, I mean, it's kind of like, okay, if you need me to be there, I'm gonna be there,
Exactly.
Right.
whether I want to or not, unless I just for some reason could not make it
Right.
that day.
Right.
But it's a cake or a food tasting. They can be
Yeah.
that can be scheduled at any point in time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
y'all know I got questions.
What?
So like, what's one thing that if you guys were getting married that you like had to be like your way? If you had one particular thing that had to be your way, what
For
would
the
it be?
wedding day?
For the wedding.
The wedding colors. I already know my wedding colors, so
color?
we're not changing it. It's red, white, and black. Yeah.
White, and black. Okay.
Red is my favorite color, so
like red.
and we ain't gonna do no blue, ain't gonna be no purple. It's red, black, and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's serious.
okay, I have a couple.
Oh, okay. List. Y'all get ready, but you
Never
got
thought about this until today.
Okay.
Okay. I think I would like. I mean, I got to be able to choose my own tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like, I
that's
really
okay.
want to be like, cause you know, I
Definitely.
don't want nobody telling me, you know,
Right.
what I'm with.
Right.
And then this is gonna be probably
Oh,
very
gosh.
I'm like, what is he about to say?
Brace ourselves.
brace yourself. Shots when you walk into the reception.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Why hasn't anybody done that before? I mean, I'm sure there have, but I've never.
I always feel like when you having a party or an event or something like that,
Yeah.
the best way to get people to loosen up all the time is
Shots.
to give them shots when they walk in the door. Because otherwise, when people come into a building, particularly if they're coming into a function and they don't necessarily know people, what do? They go into their little cliques and they just
Yep.
kind of
Right,
like, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't want that, you know, particularly
I love
at
that.
my
I like that
wedding. I
too,
feel like, no,
yeah.
everybody's coming together. So
Yeah.
you're going to drink and you're going to have a good time. And I'm going to ensure that you do.
Right. Now, quickly, if you could choose, what would be that shot of choice?
I would, I would have two. I would have
I like that.
actually two or three.
Okay.
I would have a vodka, I would have a tequila, and I would have a whiskey.
Okay.
Just, just to kind of
Right.
cater
Yeah,
to
'cause not
everybody.
everybody drinks
Not
tequila.
everybody drinks the same things, and
Yeah.
some people don't like tequila.
And I'm
some
that person at
people-
your wedding like, give me all three. Richie Skye have all three.
I need you at my wedding.
No.
No. Well, I
There won't
think-
be any hot dogs at the wedding.
Well, if I had one thing, I think that I would I'm really like precise on it would be the time. I definitely want to get married at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Why?
I always
Now say what now?
I always envision myself getting married like under the stars.
Oh, that's cute.
So like I definitely want to get married at night, and then I don't want like a sit down reception. I want like a club theme reception, like Club Love. Like you walk in and it's just like high tables, all white, and we about to just kick it.
Are you gonna provide flops for the ladies who've been in heels? all
Yeah,
night?
So where I'm from, what we would do, they used to have like sock baskets, or like they would like the floors. You ever seen like, oh my gosh, I got to share an example.
You gonna have a shoe check-in?
Like it was like a footy basket for ladies. So they would like
Okay.
pass out like footy. So you can still have that grip. You know the hospital
yeah.
hospital footies. You still got that grip in case you want to dance with them footies on. But they would have like footies for the ladies. So I would definitely would.
Okay.
Fascinating.
So
Fascinating
definitely
stuff
new
there.
ideas I haven't heard before.
Hoodcookouts.com. That's hoodcookouts.com.
Watch my wedding be the classiest wedding at this panel. Watch.
We could take a poll on that. But I think we know who'd lose. Y'all ever been to Baltimore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Inner
just,
Harbor. Yeah.
Baltimore can be a little hood too.
It
Very
is.
much so.
FYI.
It
You might
is.
want to have your wedding there.
Ain't that around your neck of the woods?
Quick.
No.
What you got? You got to come back? No?
I love Baltimore.
Okay.
And
I love
the-
Baltimore
and
too.
I love the
I was
hood.
just letting you know.
Maybe my man in Baltimore.
I can't.
Well, you know what? You might find something hood there.
Oh, really?
You just might. I
I
don't
need
know.
that hood love. Birdman. But
You'll find it. You'll find it. Well, you know what you will find in the hood is the oh my God, let me not say that.
What? Say it.
Because the baby shower was not in the hood. It was just in Baltimore. I just wanted to be clear because I was about to say you'll find the baby shower in the hood.
That is funny. The baby shower was kind of cute though.
The baby shower, no, it was nice. It was nice. You
It
know,
looked a little empty, but I don't know if
did
that
look
was just
empty.
like.
I feel like that
camera
was
angles.
production.
Okay.
You know
That's
what I'm
I thought.
saying?
Maybe
'Cause
angles.
Yeah, because it won't nobody in there. It wasn't. It just seemed like family, like the immediate family and the close friends.
Yeah.
Once again, we are missing Tamar. Any thoughts about that?
I feel like she that bougie auntie that doesn't partake in like little, not to say that the baby shower was little at all, but like she doesn't partake in like the little family activities.
Yeah.
She's just there for the weddings
Yeah.
and there for the, the funerals, and that's about it.
I feel like Tamar gives off this impression that she thinks she's better than everybody.
I would agree.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
would
she always got her nose in the air, and I just feel like if you don't show up for nothing else, you show up for family.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what, you show up for family.
I was even thinking like if I had to give her a reason for not showing up, I really couldn't find one. If her and Traci had that little debate about her saying that Traci wasn't good enough for the tour or she didn't want Traci on the tour, it's still, you're not being there for Traci, you're there for your nephew.
Exactly.
So
Good point.
I want to try to give her some slack because I'm assuming maybe she didn't want to come because of everything that was going on, not wanting to like, but it doesn't really make any sense because I feel like she shows up to some things, but not to others,
Yeah.
which is kind of odd. But a lot of it seems, which is kind of odd, and they showed this clip right at the beginning of the episode. They showed that little clip of that it was such a treat again, where Traci pulls up to the studio lot and Tamar just drives right on by. They showed that clip again right at the beginning of this episode, which was very smart because what it does is it establishes this relationship or this sort of pattern with Tamar and Traci.
Yeah.
Wherein Traci is having something or is trying to be there, and then Tamar is not there, not present, or ignoring her.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to me.
Yeah. So I want to ask you guys, because there was a conversation that stated Tamar was the one that said that they didn't want Traci on the tour. Do you guys think that was Tamar who initiated that?
Yup.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in 1 second because there's a lot to talk about with that.
Okay.
Oh, y'all, he got notes.
Oh, I took some notes today,
Pages.
because took some notes. I'm trying to think if we need to talk about anything about this dilation and them embarrassing Kevin, but I don't think so.
Dilation when she was in labor?
No. They were encouraging Kevin to check Olivia's dilation.
Oh, yeah.
Using some two-finger technique.
Yeah.
Don't know. Haven't seen it before.
No. I had questions about the baby shower though. Did y'all think that it was
Your question.
you just had a question.
That
My
was
turn.
one. You got about 50 every episode.
Because I feel like
Wait, go ahead.
I feel like, did y'all see the food at the baby shower?
They didn't really open it. I mean, the cake and like the banana pudding, that was
They
cute.
had chocolate-covered bacon.
That's all.
Ooh.
All I seen was
That's
candy and stuff. What was that like? I ain't seen
But
nobody
they had
with
like the heat
No,
warmers
they
and
did. They
stuff.
did. They had the heat warmers. Like, we just didn't see what was in them, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Remember
look
Towanda
empty.
jumped up and she ran to the
Yeah.
floor.
They
and
looked
peeked.
empty.
Yeah. I think because we didn't really get to see what was inside, so
Yeah.
we don't know. And we sure didn't see them eat nothing. So I want to get to this little part where Cliff Jones stops by, and that is Traci's manager. And he essentially tells her that there have been no real concrete decisions or real confirmations that Traci will be doing this tour. In fact, it was stated that it was, and some parties have stated that Tamar did not want Traci to be a part of the tour.
Right.
And some parties have stated that the agent had not wanted Traci to be part of the tour. And when Cliff stated that he was having trouble getting direct answers from Tamar's camp and from Toni's camp, I don't know why this to me seems very odd.
Yeah.
To not be able to get concrete answers from your family about this tour.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if there's a dilemma and it's my sister and the agent has some problem with her, then I'm going to tell my sister, hey, listen, this is what the agent is saying. You know what I'm saying? And there's either nothing I can do about it or there's something we could do about it.
Right.
What's up? Like, how do you want to handle this?
Yeah.
To me, it seems like that could be a conversation because I understand it's business and the business people need to also handle it. And that's how maybe family doesn't get so, locked up about things. But I
Right.
feel like this type of situation makes it even worse.
But to me,
Yeah.
for as long as the Braxton family has been in the music industry, and as much work as they've done together as a family, to me, they should be able to set aside family and business.
Right.
They should be able to have those honest conversations and say, Traci, you know what? This tour ain't for you, boo.
Yeah.
This ain't for you. Like, maybe something else on the pipeline. Maybe Vince can help you look for something else. But this particular tour, we don't need you. We wanna put Jasmine Sullivan in instead of you.
Well, what it says to me, especially if they're saying that they haven't been able to get anybody on the phone, it sounds like, for me, that's guilt. Anytime
Right.
somebody dodges your phone calls, can't call you back, they see that you've called, text messages, all that, it just means that they don't want to confront the issue, which means that what was said, was said.
Right.
You know, if
And I
you're
feel like
avoiding
Traci
the
had
conversation.
deep down inside, she felt like there was some truth to it because if she didn't,
Yeah.
if she felt like that was a lie, she wouldn't even call Tamar. She'd be like, my sister ain't gonna say nothing like that. But she called Tamar to verify, like, did you
I feel
say
for
it?
Traci too. That's hurtful to have
That
to.
is.
I felt really bad.
You
for
know,
her because
they're
I
your
mean,
sisters.
I was happy though that because I feel like WeTV is like not maybe it's not WeTV, maybe it's the production team on this particular show, but like in this particular season we have way more questions than we have answers because
Yeah.
not only has there been no resolution to this whole situation with the Braxton family theme song, but now this is why I'm glad Cliff said what he said. Call her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now.
Let's call her right
And
now
see
because
she's
what
there.
they normally do is just wait until they see each other episodes later until I done
Right.
forgot we didn't had the issue.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, and so for me, it was like when she called, Tamar,
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was
I
shocked.
was shocked
And-
Tamar answered.
But in typical Tamar fashion, what does she do?
Hung up.
Hang up.
Mm-hmm.
Hang up, walk out. I mean, she just
It was a level. It was to me. It was a level of defensiveness that kind of crept into that whole conversation.
which also sounds like guilt.
Yeah.
You know? Like, why
it's
are
like
you
the
defensive?
picture you paint.
She's like, I ain't say that. I ain't say that. I ain't even say
Yeah.
that. You said.
You
It
said
sounded
it.
like something Tamar would say. Who want Traci on the tour? Can't you picture her? I can picture her saying that.
I don't want to believe that because I want to look at the family as being what just like, because I feel bad for Traci.
Yeah.
You know, she has had these opportunities taken away from her, years ago.
Yeah,
And now she's having a similar, opportunity being ripped from under her.
Yeah.
And nobody can give her any concrete answers.
Yeah.
Tamar reminds me of that bad kid that used to play with in their neighborhood, and every time like they would get in trouble, they would act like they didn't do nothing, like they bust the window out. I ain't do that. Who me? Look at when Tamar left the Rio. It was like I'm the victim. Like every situation is I'm the victim.
She does.
And it's like, you
Make
ain't the victim in
herself
every situation.
That's
Sis,
true.
I know how you get down. Like,
I hate to agree with that, but Tamar does play the victim
all
a
the
lot.
time.
And I think what makes this whole situation even worse is the fact that she's not doing any interviews for the show, like
Yeah.
the rest of them are doing all season long. So it's like every action she's taken, we don't even have her rationale
Yeah.
Right, or
for
what she
why or
thinks.
what happened or for her to defend herself.
Yeah.
It's just like you make it look way worse.
Right. 'Cause
no,
don't
you make
address
yourself
anything.
look like you're better than your sisters.
Exactly.
Because
But-
when Trina was going through her divorce, it was public. When Towanda
yeah.
went through her divorce, it was public. They had to sit in a confessional and talk about it, cry their eyes out about
Yeah.
it. But on the other hand, Tamar don't get to do that. Tamar, she gets the option of choosing, no, I'm not going to film today.
Right.
Right.
No, that's not fair.
What did you think of her explanation that, because from her explanation, she was canceled from the tour. She canceled herself out of the tour as well. So I'm kind of unsure what to believe in that situation because if she says that she's not going to do the tour, what does that have to do with Traci at that point?
I feel like it was like a defense mechanism. It was like, girl, I ain't even doing the tour no more, so it don't even matter. That's what I felt. I felt like she was more so like saying that to say, girl, don't even worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
if I said it, it don't even matter because I ain't doing the tour no more
I
anyway.
think it was a slick cover up, divert the attention
Yeah.
in a way, and again, make yourself sound like the victim.
Well, I felt even worse for her because then, she had to go from that to the baby shower. So it's like you have this huge disappointment and now you can't even really process that because you got to go handle something else and be, fairy godmother duchess. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I definitely felt for her in this scene right here. But
Absolutely.
I want to talk about
I hope this is what I want to talk about.
Miss E and Archbishop Billings.
Get your groove back.
Okay, like I'm here for it. I wasn't here for it when I first saw it, the connection.
Right.
Because I'm looking at this man in this cowboy hat and I'm thinking to myself, no, it's a no for me.
Especially when Pops is like, he got one foot in the grave. He was kind of old.
Y'all know
He
how
had
I feel about. Y'all know how I feel
look.
about them older men. Like that's good for her. Miss E need that.
But he just had a way older look though.
Yeah, he did.
He had a little old swag, a little
maybe
90s
she
old
like him
swag.
Like
crispy.
hundreds.
She might like him real seasoned.
Seasoned and paid.
Yeah.
Was he not seasoned
But
and
he
paid?
did mention he had a black
He had a
card,
black
so
card.
Listen, let
it
me
don't
tell
matter
you
how
right
old
here.
you are.
This is why I wrote Billings Trump's daddy.
Yes.
Because listen, when Michael Sr. rolled up and tried to, boss up and say, listen, I got some
Yeah.
money for you, little
That
dad.
was
pulled out his
disrespectful.
wallet.
Pulled
some
out his
ones.
That
little
was
ones and
disrespectful.
20s. And Mr. Billings pulls out his black card. I was like,
and he
yes.
did it so slick too.
So
I
slick.
was like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking
that's a
about.
boss right
Because what
there.
y'all need to understand is he was the first black man to have a black card back in 1920. That was the
looking
first.
You know what?
He
I
ain't-
got facts.
He ain't,
Foolish.
he ain't Archbishop for nothing.
I cannot. So I don't
better.
care how old he is, baby. You can spend whatever you want to on me with the black card.
I didn't
okay?
expect an older man of his stature to have such an amazing comeback.
Why not? Oh, right,
I thought
right.
he was gonna sit there and take it. He said,
It was quick. I mean, that was kind of sexy.
"That's how you sit him down."
That's a Southern gentleman right there.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? That's
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 when
a
right.
daddy right there. That's a whole
you don't
daddy.
even have to like. You know, some people respond to shade with like heavier shade. You ain't even got to do that.
Nah,
No,
he
like-
shut it down.
Like
That's what you call class.
That's like I'm so better than you.
Better.
yeah.
Like you could put your wallet away,
right,
son.
right. Yeah.
Do you need some money?
keep your
Do you-
ones.
Right. Do you need some money?
Cause a real man, I like that.
Boom.
Yeah.
Come on,
And
Archbishop.
she looked like she was enjoying that conversation.
She did.
Oh,
But
shit.
can we get into Trina? Did y'all see that move where she was like, "What y'all talking about?" Trina.
I feel like if my mom was on a date, I would be doing the same thing.
I probably would too. And
I
my
would do
mom
the
would be
same
like,
thing.
"If you don't sit your butt down somewhere."
At the table.
That was a funny little scene right
was cute.
there.
That was cute.
So I want to get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Who got it? Who got it?
Done,
Come with
done.
it.
Well,
Come with
I
it.
heard a little bit of tea. So we know Tamar was obviously dropped from Toni's tour. But what I've also read is that, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Escape recently went on tour last year, and Tamar was the headliner for that show. Well, Escape is going on tour again, and guess who's not coming back? Tamar.
No.
Got the boot again.
Oh no.
So I want to know what's the tea.
2018 ain't this year. It ain't this year.
And I just want to know because I thought Tamar and Tamar and
Tiny. Were
had
close.
made up.
Yeah.
You know, because they did fall out at one
Yeah.
point, but I thought they squashed that. Thought they were back on better terms, but evidently. More
That's not good
Tamar.
news for me because I went to go see the Escape tour and I thoroughly enjoyed Tamar's act. Like,
Tamar's a performer.
she's a performer.
Yo,
I thoroughly
she's awesome.
enjoyed Tamar's
She's amazing.
act. So I'm interested in who they feel Tamar's
Who's gonna
fight
be
with because
replaced,
that's a big slot to fill. Like I love
Yeah.
Tamar as a performer.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
Did y'all see though the clip recently? I think it was a couple days ago where Tamar was performing. She snatched her wig off.
No.
Did y'all see that?
Was her scalp greased?
I can't. I don't know.
Oh, that's all over.
Did it
that
have a
was the
shine or
whole-
sheen to
Because we
it?
know she bald headed. Like we know that she's bald. I know.
Dang, not bald headed, but yeah, I just want to throw
She
that in
is
there.
bald. Remember eyebrows.
Oh my God, I'm leaving the show.
So that's all the news that I got for you guys.
All right, so let's get into some predictions for the next season.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
What are we thinking we're gonna see next season?
A wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll definitely
Okay.
see a
Definitely
wedding.
I think we're gonna actually get to see Traci in her Duchess mode. You know, now that the
Yes.
baby's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see more of that. I'm hoping we'll see Mama and her new boo. You know,
And Mr. Blackheart, Grandpa Blackheart.
Blackheart.
Grandpa
You know what I'm saying?
Blackheart.
Because listen, if there was ever a number you should keep, it's his.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love
Keep
to
that
see
number.
like them two like on vacation together.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I think she
That would be
deserves
kinda
it.
cute. She
does
deserve that.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that we'll see any resolution to this whole Traci situation with the tour, or, this whole situation with the Braxton family theme song? Do you feel like we'll get any resolution, or
I feel like
even
with-
hear about it?
With the Traci situation, I feel like her vindication will be us seeing her perform. Like she's gonna be performing somewhere.
Yeah, but like we said last show, that apparently she's going on tour by herself.
herself.
So maybe that'll be something that we can see in the new season. I hope that works out for her. I
I do
really
too.
do. I think she deserves that childhood dream.
Yeah, yeah. Beyond singing the national anthem.
Right.
Do we think that we'll see Toni pipe up with any explanation as to what happened with that?
I doubt
Because
it.
I feel like if there's anybody who could clear this up, it would be
Yeah.
Toni.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't even ask Toni those type of questions. I feel like Toni's career is ran by so many other people that I don't feel like Toni Braxton can actually make those decisions by herself. So I don't even think they even trouble Toni with even asking her, because they know for a fact she has so many other people that are, supporting her and funding her.
I disagree. I think she know.
I
think
would
ain't
think
no
she
way.
know.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
She could not know that or could not find out what's happening with her sister not being on the tour.
I feel like she
Yeah.
would know, but it's like I said, it's a business decision. So
Well, granted, okay, great. Then I want to hear her say that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that will clear the whole situation up with Tamar, and it'll give Traci some type of, closure to that
So
situation.
if Toni just called her and said, "Hey sis, it was a business decision," you
Right,
think
and I'm
that'd be
really sorry.
enough?
Yeah.
Something. Because right
I
now,
like Toni would say that. I do feel like Toni would
yeah,
say
I feel
that.
like right now it's up in the air, and we as viewers have been invested in the storyline,
Yeah.
so I want to know too.
But you know what? Unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to see that because I feel like if there was going to be any type of resolution, I think it would have been in this season. I don't think they're going to bring that to the.
I don't know.
next
I think
season.
I think that's a great thing for the production to do is to drag that into next season because
It would be nice.
We wanna
I just
know.
don't think
and I got a feeling. I mean, they're taking 2 months off or whatever. So whatever the case may
Okay.
be, we'll be able to see through Instagram if she have any stories.
If
or
nothing
anything like
else,
that.
we're gonna see it
We're
on
gonna see
Instagram.
something.
Ain't no telling what else is gonna pop off between now and then.
Yeah.
Because
Some good stuff.
they've been doing the most in the past couple of the past year. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get to see more excitement, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more Tamar, back with her confessionals or something.
Yeah.
Because I felt like we were missing her voice in terms
Yeah.
of letting us know what's been going on.
Right.
Absolutely.
Since we want to know, are y'all back together or no?
Right.
Because according to Instagram the other day, y'all took baby boy to go see Paw Patrol, and Vince was
I
right
mean, they
there
have
next
to
to
be
you.
parents, to keep it normal for the baby.
Right.
I don't know. I think that if I was going through a divorce and I want my child to get used to the parents us being apart.
Yeah, but you also
Not
want him
together.
to feel like he has some sense of normality with, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the new normal is divorced parents for him.
Ooh.
So,
That's a good point. It's tricky.
but maybe they're working it out.
It's tricky.
We got a lot of questions,
We
and
got
y'all
questions.
know we will be on the hunt. And so, in between now and then, where can they find you guys?
Well, you can find me. I am J'Lamar on Instagram and on Twitter.
And you can find me at Brittney Q Hill on all social media platforms.
Ashanti. And you guys can find me at DJ Richie Skye on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It has been a pleasure to rock with you all throughout this season. And we will see you guys next season as we get into more Braxton Family Values. But don't forget to comment, share, rate, and all that good stuff. And we'll comment back. And we'll definitely get back to you guys with all of the comments and everybody that we'll shout everybody out at the top of next season when McCall comes back. All right?
Yes.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.